So this morning on Twitter, I predicted that today would be Content Cop Day, and not just any ordinary Content Cop, but it would be the Keemstar Part 2 episode. And everyone in the comments was like, nope, doubt it, and then yeah, no one was really buying it. But truth be told, I was convinced today was the day we'd not only get the new episode, but it would be on the dreaded No Man himself. In fact, I was almost sure of this, simply because of the events happening on Twitter around this time. It started off when iDubbbz posted a video saying, I'm going to upload another Squirrel video tomorrow, which could be, genuine, or it could be a code word for something. Now, obviously, he was, Grande or said, or made like a Content Cop joke, and then he, joked back or something. But I mean, that's not direct, evidence of whether it's a Content Cop or not, but it's, something there. But then he started making fun of Keemstar, and, we started getting a little like, whoa, okay, And, this tweet did happen right after this last one, so it's already some more evidence, so, we're getting somewhere. And then someone on Reddit pointed out that iDubbbz liked a tweet from Alien saying, I hope you've been archiving his tweets for an hour-long special of Content Cop Deputy Keemstar. He's constantly spewing dumb shit. And it shows here iDubbbz actually likes the tweet. So some more bait right there. And then in a deleted tweet this early morning from Anything for Views, Chad, he said, RIP Keemstar with some police emojis, and then Keemstar actually responded to it, as evident here. Now, Chad did delete the tweet, but Keemstar left his response up, and he said, I knew it! Round 2, here we go. So basically saying that, Chad is saying the new Content Cop's going to be on Keemstar, and Keemstar said, I knew it, and preparing for what was going to happen. But no, it was actually just a regular Squirrel video posted to a second channel. RIP. Now we all know iDubbbz loves to bait viewers, making them think he's going to do something, aka the Content Cop, and then actually not doing it in the process. So this is nothing new, with iDubbbz here, but I want to explore the idea of whether or not a Content Cop on Keemstar would happen or not, because this isn't the first time that people have been clamoring for Ian to take another shot at Keemstar. In fact, right after the RiceGum Content Cop almost 2 years ago now, or at least a year and a half ago, people were saying that Keemstar should be next. Again, another tweet from Alien, iDubbbz ended up liking, where Elvis once again suggested, back then when the RiceGum Content Cop just came out, to take Keemstar on next. At the end of iDubbbz Content Deputy and RiceGum, he actually includes a dig at Keemstar at the end.
Squad. Sheep Squad, Sheep Squad. Sheep Squad, Sheep Squad.
This is because around the time that iDubbbz put the Content Cop out on RiceGum, Keemstar is saying a lot of dumb stuff in defense of RiceGum. And now, to play devil's advocate for Keemstar here, it does make sense why, because Keemstar and RiceGum are, supposedly friends, and so it makes sense for Keemstar to back up his friend. But, there's backing up your friend, and there's just looking like an idiot on Twitter. And Keemstar's really just crossing that line, and a lot of people were pointing him out and, making fun of him, including iDubbbz himself, which led many people to speculate if iDubbbz himself was actually planning on taking another shot at Keemstar. But nothing really happened. In 2018, we never got a Content Cop at all. A video by one of my buddies, Danarchy, actually recently blew the hell up, saying the reason why iDubbbz won't make another Content Cop, and a lot of people seem to dislike the video, not for the content in and of itself. They just don't want to hear the idea of iDubbbz not making another Content Cop. Right now, the series is incredibly wanted. People are craving another Content Cop. It's been too long. The drama's a little dry for some people. We want to see something happen that will really shake things up and is interesting. And ever since the last Content Cop on Keemstar, Keemstar has quadrupled his audience, regained his trust back for some weird reason. I don't know why you would ever trust Keemstar, but he has gained it back, I'm not gonna lie. And really just returned to exactly what he was when people were criticizing him before. Only difference is this time is that Keemstar thinks he's invincible. And in fairness to Keemstar, he pretty much has proven that up until now that is. The question is that let's say iDubbbz were to make a Content Cop on Keemstar and, expose Keemstar for backstabbing his friends or just being stupid on Twitter or something. Let's say that were to happen. If iDubbbz were to make a Content Cop on Keemstar similar to his old one, the effects would only be temporary, if any effects at all. Because Keemstar's learned to outplay those attacks. The mistake every YouTuber makes when they're called out for doing something scummy is that they try to respond to it and argue why they are not, which never works. Keemstar doesn't try it. He either owns up to it, or if it's something that's just too bad to own up to, he just ignores it altogether and continues producing his own content. Because many people find him incredibly entertaining, they watch him while they still hate him, and then because they keep watching him, they slowly stop hating him and become fans of him. This cycle's happened many years. People think they can take out Keemstar because they can prove that he's, a bad person. We know Keemstar's a bad person, and Keemstar knows how to outplay that. In my opinion, if iDubbbz were to make another content cop on Keemstar, he would have to expose Keemstar for not being entertaining. Because the fact of the matter is that Drama Alert as it is now is nowhere near as entertaining as the good old days. And it's not just because the drama itself isn't that good. I still find YouTube drama to be somewhat entertaining. I mean, I have a channel revolved around talking about certain topics that I find interesting. The reason why I don't watch Drama Alert anymore is because it's just not entertaining. That's just all there is to it. And that's just because Keemstar builds himself off as this incredibly entertaining figure. And don't get me wrong, he has his moments. Even nowadays, he still has his moments. But mostly just random funny videos on Twitter, as his actual YouTube content is more just, reading the news, yelling about it, and carrying on. I mean, it's an entertaining shtick for a little bit, but it just doesn't stand the test of time, at least in my opinion. And if iDubbbz were to expose Keemstar for not being that entertaining, and people were to buy that narrative and stop watching Keemstar after they realize his content really isn't that revolutionary or that, insightful, maybe, just maybe, iDubbbz could crack at Keemstar's fame and possibly end Keemstar. Now, in my opinion, I don't really care if Keemstar is ended or not. I don't really think he's that much of a threat at all. I don't really see him as a threat at all, personally. But if someone were to really want Keemstar to be removed from the platform permanently, they would have to expose Keemstar for being unentertaining, and people would have to buy the narrative and agree with that person and stop watching Keemstar. What I just said is really more easier said than done. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Keemstar's content anymore, but many people are. And so you would really have to convince or even potentially brainwash an audience to get them to stop watching a content creator that they genuinely enjoy now. But hey, I mean, it happened with Leafy. iDubbbz exposed Leafy for being unentertaining, and people who found Leafy entertaining actually stopped watching him. So who's not to say he could do it with Keemstar? It'd be a much greater challenge, but I mean, I think iDubbbz is the type of person who enjoys a good challenge here or there. And that's why I think iDubbbz should attempt to make a content cop on Keemstar. It would give him a challenge. It would give him a run for his money. He would have to bring out his top A game in order to take down the gnome himself on an episode of Content Cop, and I think it's a challenge that iDubbbz would be perfectly willing to do, and it would be interesting to see how well he succeeds or not. Up until now, iDubbbz has not faced a loss online yet, so it'd be interesting to see if he were to combat Keemstar, would it be his first L, or would he actually dethrone the gnome, something that many YouTubers, Great Andore and Leafy, have tried to do years ago and failed. It's interesting to see, but either way, I'd love to see how that would play down, and I think that's the perfect reason why iDubbbz should make a content cop on Keemstar. But hey, that's just all I have to say for today. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button, and shout outs to my monthly supporters. We have 7 over on Twitch: Dead on Dave, Dear Dictator, X817, Idiot2B, Mad Bomber 465, Soul Crushing Radio, and Silfet. Of course, we have my 2 people on Patreon: $5 pledged by JJ Kirby, and recently $3 pledged by Luca Bozic. And you already know I have my 2 YouTube members, Leaves I Don't Know and Caden Powell. By becoming a monthly supporter on the program, you get your own exclusive perks, whether it be Discord or emote, but everyone who pledges and becomes a monthly supporter, no matter how much money they give, gets their name shout out at the end of my videos. So if you want your name at the end of all of my videos, be sure to consider pledging monthly and support the program. With that being said, guys, my name is AugieRFC, and I hope to see you guys on the next video. Peace out, guys.
Woohoo! We have diamonds. We have diamonds. We have diamonds. We have diamonds. We fucking did it. We beat the game. Why is everyone saying stop? What do you mean stop? Look at all... You're a dirty hoe. I want everyone to... No!
Mr. Sheep, do you know where the bathrooms are at? I'm looking for a toilet. Someone help me. Anyone? Ah! I need a toilet! toilet. My butt's gonna explode. My anus is losing control. I need to take a shit right now, Mr. Cow. Somebody help me. Oh shit, wow.
No fan of shit talk. Teddy Rose when I roll my sticks. Large, speak soft. I don't need no big bark. You bare arms, I got bare arms. One beef, all I got are these red dogs. Keep them on the grill and chill, cause I don't care, dog. Therefore, my red form is fly so good.